They're saying, land prices in Ghana is basically skyrocketing
going
now
up.
because more and more people are, living in the areas that were not inhabitable before. Nobody was living there.
Right.
Like Accra was not Accra until descendants start to go there from America, Europe. Then, Ghanaian diasporans come back and they start to build these places. And now it's one of the most expensive places in Ghana.
We are on a journey. Even though we're doing real estate as a business, we are on a journey. And our journey is not a normal one. And anyone that come across our path, be thankful, be grateful that you do. Because I'm not bragging and I'm not boasting, but I know where I'm coming from and I see where we are heading. And I can't stop where we are heading either. No matter if nobody can stop our journey where we are going.
That's true.
But I can say this, you understand that people, if you don't trust, just stay away.
I run off of this.
I was talking to
I'm here.
It's like this one want to run away from the sense of
how
because
better
it's so
of a
exciting. In this video, we're going to be talking about why we chose to invest in the Gambia versus Jamaica. Welcome to
Queen Jody and AP Uncensored.
Oh my God. I was practicing that one in my mind. I was like, hey, how am I going to introduce this new episode of our podcast? I was
You
like it?
I like your, what they call it,
My TV voice.
yeah. You're in I don't even.
You don't even want to miss it. The English story.
Let me just leave that to another one.
Welcome, guys. So today we want to talk about why we chose to invest in the Gambia versus Jamaica. And I have to drop a disclaimer because I can see all the keyboard gangsters out there ready to type. You can hear them. Disclaimer, this is not a bash or an attack against the country that we're from, Jamaica, the most beautiful Caribbean island. Shout out to all my Trinidadian, Barbadian, all of the Caribbean people, but still I have to rep for my Jamaica. You see it? Yeah. And, it's not a bash against my people there, but it's just the truth. The truth is an offense, but not a sin, yeah? So in this video, we're just going to be dropping it like it's hot.
Dropping like it's hot. Dropping like it's hot. Anyways, continue.
About the opportunities that are available in the Gambia when it comes to investing in real estate and why we never get the chance to do that in Jamaica and how we got the chance to do it in Gambia. I mean, we did like 10,000 videos talking about this. But we're going to be sharing more with you guys, especially if you're on a real estate investing journey. You're going to want to watch this one till the end. And get your notebook, guys. Get your notebook too, because this information that we're dropping is not a guess game. It's actually real information from our own experiences that we've been having here in the Gambia. 3 years, going to 4 years now. So we want to give ourselves a round of applause. Yeah. And shout out to all the people that are here in quiet doing their thing. Shout out to them because living in the Gambia and investing in the Gambia is not easy there. So, shout out to everybody that's doing that. So, we have to give you guys a backstory so you understand how the whole thing started. Like, why we chose investing in the Gambia over investing in Jamaica. You'll be asking, why you don't want to that? Jamaica have nice sandy beach, beautiful roads, airy vibes, reggae music, Bob Marley, the whole nine. So,
people always talk about why we don't go back to Jamaica and all of these things. First of all, why we are here, many of you know the story, but for those who don't know, we had a spiritual call to relocate from Jamaica to the Gambia.
Exactly.
And so with that in mind, we lift up ourselves with everything we have and travel come here, right?
Yeah.
And that means we're going to go back to Jamaica for a good while because this journey we're upon is a long-term thing.
Yeah, but still, the whole idea of us not investing in Jamaica at the time was because when we were there was not a lot of opportunity that was presenting itself for young people. Yeah, you're taking too long to get to that. There was not a lot of opportunity for young people to invest in real estate, especially without money. You understand? If you don't have the money, you can't talk real estate in Jamaica. Like, you cannot just have an idea and manifest that idea into reality even without money or a certain credibility behind your back somehow.
Let's just put it this way. Like, I totally agree with you. But for me, what I see, because it's not like we couldn't accomplish something in Jamaica, but it will take a while. It's not the time frame in which we accomplish what we accomplish here.
Yeah.
It's we couldn't have done that there in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And I said it to say, as we said, for us, the entry level would have been a bit more hefty.
It would be
because of our experience. And to be honest, we were not in a good place. Us, like physically, spiritually, we were not in a good place. And so with that in mind, the relocation kind of just shuffle up a lot of things for us, and then we were able to do that here.
That is true. That is correct. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
Because when we got together in Jamaica, even before we got together, real estate was never a thought on my mind. I was thinking about no real estate there, to be quite honest. But then when we got married,
Yeah.
the whole idea of having a family, we started to look at houses.
Yeah.
Online,
But even
yeah.
before that though, hon, for me, growing up, I saw my my mom my mom grew up with her father and her mother at the time, and so they had only one property there, but grandfather had other properties. I think my mom's mother had properties as well, but for my father, his parents only had one property, and that had to like share between how many kids? That my grandmother had like 13 of them.
Wow.
So that property alone would have to share. It wasn't like a big property. It's almost like a small 20 by 20 here. The size of a
I remember that place.
Yeah, you remember it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I looked at that and and I had a cousin that his uncle, that's your friend, by the way.
That's my friend.
Yeah.
Aha.
His uncle built and it's like a little estate for his kids, because he had like 5 of them. So he built it out like it was almost like a
Line house.
20 is a 20 by 40 it could look like, or probably a little bit bigger, but it had like 1, 2, 3, 4, the amount of kids that he built that amount of house there on the land. And each of them had like 3 bedrooms, stuff like that for themselves, and he even had his own property. So that kind of give me some like, wow.
So basically for you had experience with real estate like that.
Yeah.
For me, I didn't have that, sir. My mother used to have to rent house, even though we had lands. Like, our family had lots of lands in Jamaica, to be quite honest with you, through our grandparents. But, families fight over lands like that. They use jujus and all these things, witchcraft, if you're wondering what I mean, to fight against them one another. So, like, us getting access to those lands that's a no-no. And so, it really started to make sense to me when we get married about, owning your piece of land and what that means. I remember when we used to spend nights on the Keller Williams website.
Yeah, that was
just
funny.
scrolling like this, looking at houses and saying, yeah, we can buy this one, we can afford this one. But unfortunately, we didn't have no money at the time. And it
opened up something for us, I believe.
It started a fire in our soul, like, we need to do this. And I remember I went, guys. I did something that is very crazy. Can you believe that? Me, I don't have any education in terms of real estate. I just have a passion for it. And I went to go and apply for a job at Keller Williams as a real estate agent. I put my one suit on, my jacket and tie, and I was like, I'm going to get me this job today. It's easy peasy. Hey, I go inside there. The lady, she asked me, I remember she said, the first question she asked me, she said, do you have $1 million Jamaican dollars in your bank account? Me, I was like, why are you asking me this? I told this lady, no. The lady said, oh, well, unfortunately, you're going to need to have minimum, not maximum, minimum 1 million Jamaican dollar in order to do real estate, the exam. Because you have to do the exam to be qualified. And the $1 million is going to be a way for you to sustain yourself through the year when you're not making any sale. And they don't pay salary. They don't pay salary either.
Yeah, because that would be like a criteria.
That is a criteria for you to start doing business in real estate in Jamaica as an agent. Yeah. However, the laws that are placed in Jamaica for you to become active in real estate, even in investing somehow, sometimes, is like you have to have a certain amount of money before you touch it. Yeah. But when you come to Africa, like, not every African country, and I don't think it's just the Gambia, you have a little bit more freedom. Yeah, you like, there are laws that, are in place that a lot of people are not following, by the way.
Yeah.
But there are
that's
laws,
true.
but the laws are not that strict that you cannot trade or invest in real estate without a certain amount or a certain,
But I think it's coming down to that
It's
though
coming down
still
to that-
because with all the issues that have been arising,
Happening.
with people taking advantage of people within that industry, there are I believe there are stricter policies coming now. And I think it's just a blessing for us to like
establish
be able to
yourself like that.
establish ourselves, as you say, within this time. And to be honest with you guys, we tell you already, we never get up and say we are going to real estate.
No.
Because that was something we tell ourselves we're not touching
They
any
don't want
at
to do it.
all.
I'm going to tell you.
You understand? Even to this day,
Even
sometimes
now.
we're like, you know what, AP?
Let's
Let's just wrap this thing up
and leave it.
call it a day. But
I think the reason for that, guys, to be quite honest, this is Queen Jody and AP Uncensored podcast. If you're just joining, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And we're
That's
just telling you the
right.
truth about real estate investing and basically how to make yourself sustain, how we make ourselves sustained in Africa and how you can possibly do that too. And the truth is, it's very tough.
yeah, it's
It's tough.
It's a tough ride.
And we wanted to just quit,
I mean,
to be honest with
there
you.
are like so many times that we said we're going to quit. Don't.
Even like recently, we're like, yo,
Yeah,
you know what?
even now.
Like, just forget
do.
about this thing.
When we do all our calculations, it's like,
Makes sense.
is this really worth it still?
Yeah. And the worst part about investing because they both have their pros and cons. In Jamaica, the laws prohibit you a lot. It's who you know. In Gambia, it's who you know as well. However, if you have a certain skill set and
You
you
can
know how
make a
to
headway.
you know how to get certain things done, you can get inside the industry. But in Africa, in Gambia here, what I see is most likely the people that you're trying to help is the worst enemy of you. And it's like you put yourself on the line. You have times when, you go to the lands, and a lot of people don't understand about lands or housing in Africa. It's
Real
different there.
estate. I mean, I'm not
It's
saying these things don't exist
And it's-
elsewhere. But when it comes to Africa, there's a different level and intensity of spirituality. People don't like when you talk about these things,
That is the truth.
but it's the reality. You understand? It is what it is. We don't just exist on our own. We are not the only existing beings in this universe. And there's millions of other things where people don't even see. You understand?
That's true.
Scientists still don't figure out some things yet. So
Yeah.
just to imagine that. And when persons who have the experience genuinely share their experience, for you not to say, oh, it can't happen to me, or oh, thank God I am better. No, but it's just for you to be aware of it. So if it should show up, you say, that's what
I know about that.
I know this.
Yeah.
You understand?
So that's also one of the reasons why we chose to do Queen Jody and AP Uncensored podcast,
Yes.
to let you guys aware. The serious people though, not the jokers them. Because you have a lot of jokers, people that are saying, I'm ready, but they're not ready to do, like, to relocate or even to invest here. They just want to waste your time. And these are some of the challenges that, are here when it comes to, if, like, for example, if you want to start a real estate investment business in Gambia where you're, for example, building a rental property or anything like that, you will have challenges like that. And funny enough, most of the challenges that we face is from people, as I said, that are descendants that are coming back here, that want to live here, and
they don't understand
they don't understand themselves, or they don't understand real estate overall, they will believe that real estate is something that you just buy like a shoes.
Like you just go to Walmart and pick it up in a grocery basket.
And even then, I was telling you cannot bring it back.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So real estate is a very important asset. Is one of the most important asset in life. People fight war over it, literally.
And to be honest with you, most of the richest people are most wealthiest people. Their portfolio exists with real estate.
Yeah, like 90% is real estate.
Burger King is one of the biggest food joints, but Burger King is not food business. Yeah. Burger King is real estate.
And it's not just them that they're just one example of businesses that are owning real estate. But the point is, investing in Gambia real estate is a lot more smoother. I know the government is making plans to make it even more smoother, more safer for people to invest in real estate in the Gambia, especially the type of investment that is going to benefit Gambians. That is very important. You know, we always advocate for that. Like, if you're going to invest in real estate, for example, buy a piece of land to sell it back, because people do that too. That's what most real estate companies do. They go to the landowners, they, work out whatever they work out, verify the land, however they do it, and then present that land for sale. But with every real estate, if you go on Google now, type, there are risks in every single investment that you're doing.
That's
Guys,
true.
Investment, whether you do it in Jamaica, Gambia, anywhere in the world, there are risks. Even stocks, if you go and you buy stocks, it's a risk that your money that you put in, you may not see it the next time you look. So,
but to be honest with you, with stocks, you're more liable to see your money with real estate than with stocks.
That is true. With real estate, like land is tangible. It's there.
You can touch it.
The only problem with lands, because why I start with lands and not house, is because land is before the house, right?
Yeah.
The only problem with lands is that lands sometimes, there's a lot of things with lands. Government can change their mind about a specific land.
Location.
They say, I want this land, and you cannot do anything because government own all lands. No human being, not even local people, have the power to tell a government not to take the land unless you lease it. But 99 years from now, they can come and take it back just like that. So, the only person you cannot say no to when it comes to land is the government themselves. They can do anything, really, because it's like that.
Yeah, they govern the country.
Yeah, it's like that.
I mean, yes, people have rights, but then rights can be abused as well.
That's true.
Not saying that is what is taking place now.
But it's like real estate with the value that is tied to it, you expect these kind of things.
Yeah, expect
it. Expect it. But I want to ask you, I want us to break down the part where the ease of investing in Gambia versus Jamaica, though.
All right, cool.
Because as I said, with Jamaica, you have to have a certain amount of money to buy real estate. For people like, let's talk about it now.
Yeah. Let's get to the meat of the matter.
So you cannot go to Jamaica and buy a piece of land for $3,000.
No.
Anybody that says otherwise, comment under this video a piece of land that in Jamaica that is selling for $3,000 right now. And I will call you a liar, because there's no land in Jamaica that is selling for $3,000. Not even when we were in Jamaica, there was land that was selling for $3,000. But you can come to Gambia and you can buy a piece of land, 20 by 20, for $3,000, $5,000. I'm not saying you cannot buy it in US. It's possible you can buy it in US, but it's going to be in some areas that, but you're getting prime land in Gambia for $5,000. That is a giveaway.
That is true.
And that's one of the benefits. I'm even hearing stories of like people who like they're in Ghana, like the place that everybody wants to go, Ghana, which even we want to go there, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
That they're saying, land prices in Ghana is basically skyrocketing
going
now
up.
because more and more people are, living in the areas that were not inhabitable before. Nobody was living there.
Right.
Like Accra was not Accra until descendants start to go there from America, Europe. Then, Ghanaian diasporans come back and they start to build these places. And now it's one of the most expensive places in Ghana.
Right.
And then you have other section of Ghana that is coming up.
Yeah.
The same thing I see is going to happen in Gambia.
Yeah, that it has started already, because places like Brusipi, Kololi, Kotu, people would say, I remember that era when it was bush. One person told us there was a land that they wanted to buy in Kololi, or they were thinking of buying in Kololi. And it was it Kololi or Brusipi? At the time, I think they said it was Cola Nut.
Yeah, that was like
Or something there about
30 years ago or something. They
yeah,
said.
I know. Lands in Brusibi is selling for like 1 million and
1
more.
million. Did it? 3 million.
The lease.
Up. 3 million up.
3
It's
million
past
and
1
up.
million
It
now.
passed 1 million now.
Yeah.
You see that? So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Past that now.
I think the time they were telling me though, the lands in that area was like 1 million.
Okay, well,
Up.
and that was like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Now it's like 3 point something, and that's like a small piece of land.
And that's like 15 by 20.
Somehow, because
And BIAMO is selling lands for like, BIAMO is selling 20 by 20 most times.
yeah. But the thing is that, most of the lands that are outside of the city area, you will find them at a more affordable price. But the point is, what I'm saying is, lands that going back that end is going to be extremely expensive
Later on down the line.
because the trend of investment and how people are buying to build is going along that end, along that line. And where there used to be bushes, there are going to be places that are like apartments. Going back towards the university, the population of Gambia is increasing.
Yeah.
And there are diasporans and descendants that are coming here to live.
That is true.
And other people are coming to do businesses. So you see the demand for places for people to live or to do agricultural farming, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be on the demand. And so it's going to be a matter of who have what when that time comes.
Yeah.
And, where you have it. And so that's why investing in real estate in Gambia is the thing to do. I'm not saying you don't go to other countries, but in Gambia here where we are, we can tell you, it's the thing to do based on the trajectory. With real estate, when you're investing in real estate, you don't invest for today.
No, that's the problem that I think we are having with a lot of.
No, those people are having
No,
it.
yeah,
Not
like
having it there. They are having it.
Based on their conversation, you're getting to understand that they don't understand what they're doing in terms of their investing. Because even though you don't call it an investment, like trading a property, trading a land is investment. It is investment. I don't know if you understand where I'm coming from.
Yes, but
If a person don't say, come and invest in this land, but they sell you this land, you putting your money in that land is an investment for you and your family.
yes.
And it should be seen as a long-term investment and not a short-term investment.
Yes, but what I wanted to touch on that small more. Yeah. Investing in lands, it is a long-term game. But I think the reason why a lot of people look at it on a short-term basis is because they don't understand, as you said, when they buy a piece of land that is a long-term, like it's an investment.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's money. I put 2,000 in, so yeah, the 2,000 is value more than the land, which is impossible.
It's like when you throw a partner. So a partner draw is like probably 1 year, depending on the type of partner you put, right? Or some people call it susu. Yes.
Yeah, in
so
Africa, they
when
call
you
it
put
susu.
your money in, you're going to wait until that time when it's supposed to yield to give you back, right?
Yeah, and that's anywhere from 5 years, 5 years or more, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but some people they put them the money now 1 month, and then them feel like say, oh, the susu is a scam,
But
or whatever.
You know what though? With that being said, in terms of the value increase over time, back in the days when we were in Jamaica, you used to have places that was like this, it's just bush.
Yeah, pure bush.
And these people, they buy the lands there and they fence it and they leave it like
Yeah.
10, 20 years.
Yeah.
Right now, Jamaica is hot. Like
Hot
everybody wants to
cake,
go there to
yeah.
live now. Even with the crime and stuff, you have some people who are willing to go there to live. And Jamaica is very beautiful, you know what I mean? And you have the ability to live near the sea, which is a lot of people love that.
But I think
And
the place they're full up now. Still.
No. There are still lands, but the price
That too.
the price $500,000 US, $1 million.
And you think
US
I just
dollars
well on, you think
for
I just see have that the price there when you go up in the hills
No, but
when you spring them and run out.
you see it. Jamaica land is expensive there. But at one point, those lands
Were
they
cheap.
were cheap.
dirt cheap.
They were dirt cheap. So when you really check it out, based on what I am seeing is that the trajectory of the development, you cannot underestimate Gambia, because
They should not.
Gambia is on the rise. If you check the experts, you will hear they will be telling you all kind of stuff now. Before they weren't talking about the Gambia, but now they're like, the Gambia is coming up. You know, you can see a lot of projects being implemented. The government is making certain moves. You have to look into these things. If you're an investor, that's what you do in order to know where a particular country is going. You know, how stable is the government? Is there war going on? What are they doing with crime? How are they doing with employment? How are they doing with their self-sufficiency? And even if they're not providing for themselves, that is also an investment opportunity for somebody who knows what they're doing. Like someone asks us, if like, I think they ask us, oh my God, what was it? Was it a cold storage unit? If it can work here? And we were talking about, yes, but in the fishing industry or the poultry industry where people are mass producing chicken and fish. And so therefore, if there's a cold storage company that is in charge of that, it's actually good.
Sorry, AP, not just the poultry and the fish only, because then I'm looking at how they store the meat, like for people eat meat, beef and stuff like that.
But that's meat, sir. We just mentioned.
Oh, you said meat. Okay.
No, poultry and fish, because those are major industries. People eat a lot of chicken here and a lot of fish. But yeah, of course, when you have like Ramadan and all these things, and people raise what you call this now, ram, sheep, and they want to, you know, cows, put them up on cold storage. You have that opportunity there. So you just have to look where the country is going and see how best. So when it comes to Gambia and investing, it's not just real estate, sir. When it comes to Jamaica, if you look now, for example, and the reason why we're on Jamaica is because the video is about investing in Gambia versus Jamaica, right? That's why. So Jamaica is built out already. Like, you know, the value of certain areas are not going to increase any further. One of the key thing about real estate is how much can the area improve over time. Right. That's what especially when it comes to land. When it comes to a house, it's about collecting money from the house as long as possible through rental, and then selling it back at a certain time for a higher price. So you go into a underdeveloped community, but people want to live close to that place, and the house price is cheap. You buy it, you renovate it, and you rent it out for a good price for a long time. So as the community develop and improve, you can sell back the house like 3 times what you buy it for. So this is how you do real estate. You don't look for the areas that is populated and overcrowded. You look for the areas that
are coming up,
like where the bushes are, but you see a little estate right there. You say, this estate is going to attract these people here. So in the next 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now,
I can sell back this for this amount.
So even if the land is $5,000-10,000, you'll buy it based on the trajectory. People don't know how to do this. This is why we're here. This is why we tell you to email us. And guys, we're going to be charging consultation fees.
Please tell them, AP.
We're going to be no more free advice from Queen Jody. And if you cannot get it in the podcast, no more free advice, to be honest with you guys, because we take a lot of work to study the industry, a lot of information about how it works, and we see a lot of people make a lot of stupid decision investing wildly because they don't want to eat. You guys don't know nothing, let me go and do it myself, and then
or they don't
lose your money.
As you talk about that, AP, let me just bring this in, because you know, for us, we are on a journey. Even though we're doing real estate as a business, we are on a journey, and our journey is not a normal one. And anyone that come across our path, be thankful, be grateful that you do, you know. Because I'm not bragging and I'm not boasting, but I know where I'm coming from, and I see where we are heading, and I can't stop where we are heading either. No matter if nobody can stop our journey where we are going.
That's true.
But I can say this, you understand, that people, if you don't trust, just stay away.
Simple.
You understand? We're not asking you to trust us.
No.
Yeah? We're not begging you to trust us. If you feel it in your soul and in your spirit that, hey, these are people I can work with, then fine. We welcome you and we do business. Yes. But if you don't trust, don't come. Please. Because we don't have time. We don't have that time.
Yeah.
We are busy. We are busy doing other things that is important for God. So we don't have that time.
That was a public service announcement by Queen
Yes.
Jody and AP. If you don't get it, you will never get it. Okay. Yeah, guys. But listen, Gambia is nice. Jamaica is nice. They're both beautiful places. There are opportunities in both countries. Yeah, so we're Jamaicans. That will never change, guys. To be honest with you, we're Jamaican no matter where we go. We always chat with Patwa and the local language of the country. We go like that. Yeah, Jerry Jeff,
Wow.
Abaraka. Yeah. And real estate investing is a very beautiful thing.
Yeah, it sure is. I also want to say, because, we have this, people have this notion that wait until you come to the country before you do anything. I mean, you can do that. That's fine. But if you are led to do something, even if you are not here, you can get it done. You understand?
That is true. 100%.
And God will provide the right channels for you to get the thing done, right? So it's neither here nor there if you are here or there and you want to invest into the country, because if somebody wants to do something to you, it can be done.
Yeah.
You understand?
In person.
In
or
person
not.
or out of person. Because we've seen it here.
Yeah.
People will tell you, give the word, sweet talk, and tell you, say, yes, everything nice, man. And when you come, it's a totally different thing. You understand? We've seen it with our own eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're not telling you these things to make you feel any better. Because you understand, you just have to know what journey you are on, if you are on a journey at all, and work that through. You understand?
I agree with you, and that's beautifully said. You know, when people reach out to us and they're like, yo, I want to buy a piece of land in Gambia. What do you think? Should I do it? I normally used to tell people like that, like, yo, listen to me. Ask yourself that question. Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it? Because, investment is, buying lands is a risk. To be honest with you, you stand a better chance buying a house than a piece of land, because the house is already established there for some time. And so only the owner of that house can sell it back to you. Yeah, no, only the owner of the house can transfer the house to you.
That is true.
But the land is much more riskier, because I can just come there and say I am the owner and you pay me, and I can make a fake alcohol and give you or something like that, or I can go there and somehow bribe him and something. I don't know. But in that case, if you see people that are doing it, then you have to trust somebody, because you have to buy it. You have to buy it. It's like that. Yes. And sometimes there's a risk. There's a risk.
There's risk everywhere, to be honest with you.
Don't trust unscrupulous people, and don't trust people with sweet mouth. Yeah, run away from those ones.
Yeah, that's fine. I like that advice as well. But I would say, like, trust your intuition. Sometimes, to be honest with you,
Ding, 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 ding.
Even with investment, with business, you see, as we always talk about spirituality, because to be honest with you guys, we don't go and do things ourselves.
That is true.
As individuals, as a couple here.
No, we don't.
We are different. And so with intuition will tell us, go and do this, and that's what we work upon. You understand? So if our intuition don't make we meet you guys when you call, we are message we and all of that, please don't hold it against us or feel anyway. It's just that it's just not supposed to happen right now. If it will happen any at all.
Speaking of that, I have to shout out my brother. Yeah, I call him my brother because in Jamaica like me. And, he's been reaching out to us so many times. He came to Gambia 1,000,000 times. I'm just exaggerating. He came to Gambia a lot. He buy his house here. He's setting up things here. He's investing smartly here. And he wrote us in emails like a lot. But we never get the chance to answer to him. And this man stay humble to the last.
Yeah.
You understand me? And say shout out to Adrian. And he repatriated his mother recently here. And, buy a house and put her in it. And have a wonderful Gambian family that is helping her to stay healthy and alive here.
Yeah.
And this man, when we met him, the humility in him was beautiful.
Yeah.
He could have said, I sent you emails and you guys didn't reply. When we went to his house, he was like, yo, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you. He was very humble. And for me, I love that man based on what he did. He could have hyped, but he showed us love instead. So shout out to him. And just adding to what you said, sometimes you send an email, maybe that's just not the time. Maybe it's not the time. Maybe we respond, maybe we don't respond. It's like that.
Yeah.
And we're not going to do anything that, our spirit don't guide us to do. It's just like that. And we don't care. To be quite honest, we don't care. No.
Listen, I can say this for a fact that we've grown as a couple, as individuals.
I think so.
Knowing where we're coming from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Not being able to do certain things as we would have wanted to, and to see ourselves shine here in Gambia. It's a privilege and an honor, and I humble myself before God because,
That's
true.
A
lot of people come and they show themselves as being better than and like they have arrived because they have it and they can boast about it. But me, my mother always tell me this: the humblest calf suck the most milk. And a lot of people I know, and we feel it, we see it with our own eyes when we go into the streets, and they will say, how them reach where them reach. It's like, no, to be honest. You see, when we talk, people don't understand.
It's Queen Jody and AP Uncensored Podcast, and we're going to be having all of these conversations. I want you guys to do me a favor. Comment below and let us know if you want us to go deeper when it comes to, because a lot of people are coming to Gambia because they saw our videos or they saw other people's video. And, a lot of people are making decisions about their life, about investing based on those videos as well, whether how true or how false it is. Yeah. But if you want us to make a video going in depth on some of the real reality with certain things, go shine the light in the dark with the flashlight. Yeah, so you can know, because what happens is we wouldn't want to see people relocate here and really get themselves in a position that is not correct for them. We only can share the truth and nothing but the truth based on our own experiences. And so if you want us to go deeper more, that's what we do here on Queen Jody and AP Uncensored Podcast. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you're enjoying the podcast. I hope you're liking and sharing the podcast. Please keep on doing so. It helps us to grow on YouTube, guys. It's just one way to help us to pay it forward. We don't ask for anything much. You should definitely buy the merch if you can see it. But if you cannot, please just like this video. Just right now. Press like on this video now. Let's just click it. Click.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Share this video.
Click the button.
Yeah.
Or the bell, whatever they call it, icon.
Share the video with somebody that you know that may find these information valuable to them.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, there's a lot more to come. I think this is our ninth episode.
Around that.
By the time we reach 30th episode, we're supposed to be at 100,000 subscribers on this channel, guys. So help us to achieve that goal. We are now at 20,000 subscribers.
Yay.
So please help us.
Thanks to you guys who watched.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and subscribe.
Don't unsubscribe. Subscribe more and make sure to click the notification bell.
No, if they want to go on them, listen, we're not tying nobody to a channel.
No,
if they want to go on them, go on.
No, they should subscribe and stick and stay. Don't follow this one. She's just hot today.
No, it's the truth.
The Gambia is hot today. It's very hot. To be quite honest with you, the last video
guys,
we were cool.
I'm chilled.
And now we're hot. And guys, a lot more to come. And we're just keeping it real, sharing our experience with you guys. As we say, we are exploring real estate opportunities and sharing them with the world, with you guys. And it's about being sustainable or sustained when you are in Africa, because Africa is not just about glitz and glamour. Oh, I'm in Africa. Yeah, back to Africa movement. That's something that
Put
work
on your
again.
royal robe.
You have to make sure when you come here, you have an actual plan of sustaining and surviving. So that's what we are here to help you guys with. As we said, we personally sell no land in Gambia, so nobody call we naming that. We don't sell no land here. We created a company, employ young people to work there. We don't work there, but we can advise you. So if you want real estate advice or consultation, please send us an email at queenjodiandap@gmail.com. And please note that we will charge you, and it won't be a small fee. So you better be serious about it before you contact us, okay? We love you guys anyways.
Thank you.
Until the next one, remember to
Work
and let it work. All right, guys. Love ya.